Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Wednesday, June 21st, 2023 Concord Township Board of Trustee meeting. Would you all please rise and join me in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Checkanup, can I have a roll call, please?
Yes. Mrs. Lucci?
Present.
Mr. Dondorfer?
Present.
Mr. McIntosh?
Present. And the next item we have on our agenda this evening is the recognition of Girl Scout Gold Award recipient Eleanor Ramos, who her and her family are here. Mr. Rose, would you please read the proclamation?
Thank you, Mr. McIntosh. Girl Scout Gold Award recipient Eleanor Ramos. It is with great pleasure that the trustees of Concord Township extend their congratulations to Eleanor Ramos for attainment of the very prestigious Girl Scout Gold Award. The Gold Award is a national award with national standards representing a Girl Scout's time, leadership, creativity, and contribution to making the world a better place. Each candidate meets a need in their community by demonstrating extraordinary leadership in the completion of a Take Action project, sending them on a journey of leadership development, career exploration, self-improvement, and connecting them with those who are being served. Your project of The Only Truth is in Music aims to address the lack of music education and funding in school programs. Working with local companies, you were able to acquire funds to assist with instrument rentals and music courses for students of Willoughby Fine Arts Association, making music education more accessible to students who don't have the financial stability to afford it. Going one step further, you worked with an educator at the school to continue your project to ensure future students will benefit for many years to come. We wish you the best with your future endeavors, and we look forward to watching you grow as a future community leader. Congratulations on receiving the Girl Scout Gold Award. Sincerely, the Concord Township Board of Trustees.
Thank you so much.
Board remarks from the trustees?
Yeah, so, being in this type of organization, Girl Scouts, and it sounds like with what your project that you did, just builds so much character for you to lead such a successful life and put you on the right path. I'm sure your family is so proud of you. We're very proud of you, and congratulations, and we wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Yeah, congratulations. It's quite an accomplishment. And, scouting, whether Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts, it takes quite a commitment. And that commitment definitely will do you some good down the road as far as leadership and your abilities to be productive as an adult. So congratulations to you and your family.
Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you for giving back to the community. I always appreciate the opportunity to give out these proclamations because it's so great to see young people getting involved in their community and doing something about a need or identifying it and then getting a project going. Someone who went through scouting myself too, I think it's a great place to get your wings as far as build a foundation, becoming a leader, being an active part of the community. So we thank you for contributing to the community and again, congratulate you. So.
Thank you so much.
If you want to come around, we can do a quick photo of the trustees.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Grandma, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can make this work.
We made it. I'm going to take a couple just to. Nope, it's got to be this way. Okay, you're all set, folks. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's great to meet you too. Thank you.
Photos.
Oh, yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
You bet. I'll put it on our township page. Sorry.
No problem.
No problem. The easiest way to go
fine.
out is out this door right here, because there's no stairs for you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good
Thank
summer,
you.
of course.
Okay, moving on to the next order of business, approval of the minutes. We had a public hearing and a regular trustee meeting on June 7th.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the June 7th, 2023 public hearing meeting minutes.
And I will second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes.
Mr. Chairman, I will make a motion to approve the June 7th, 2023 regular trustees meeting minutes.
And I second.
Any discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
3 ayes. All right, moving into the elected officials report. Fiscal Officer, Mr. James Mtg.
Yes, I have no formal report this evening. Open for any questions.
All right. Thank you. Trustees, Mrs. Lucci.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's so nice to start our meeting with a nice recognition of one of our fellow young ladies. We're so proud of her. Congrats to Eleanor. And today is happy first day of summer. Summer solstice. Hard to believe. By our next meeting, it'll be July 5th. So that's really sad, actually.
Moving quick.
Yes. We are certainly enjoying our summer concerts. Looks like we had 1.5. Last time it was a little short. Hopefully the weather's good tomorrow, but also looking forward to Community Day on August 12th. So we've been getting calls and emails regarding some road closures on the road closure on Williams and the impact of that, the increased traffic and speeding along Cascade. So I know we sent emails, we've had discussions with residents that Williams is a county road. We're waiting to hear from the engineer on when that and how that will be repaired. Hopefully that will take place soon, and we ask everybody for their patience and to please slow down. We're working on getting, a resident asked to get speed limit signs in that area, which we are working on thanks to our service department. Andy, thanks for your help. But again, we say this I think every week, just making sure that when summertime hits and we're driving to slow down because people are outside and on the road, and especially in our developments. So still looking forward to the completion of our fire station. Hopefully we have something by the end of summer. We're keeping everyone posted. And that's really all I have. I hope everyone has an enjoyable 4th of July, and we'll see you on the 5th.
Thank you, Mrs. Lucci. Mr. Dondorfer.
Thank you, Mr. McIntosh. Yeah, so the summer concert series has been great so far. Kicked off a couple weeks ago, and as it was weather related, it was sort of cut short. But come out and join us. I know everybody enjoys that. The trustees are going to be walking the Brightwood Dam project, I believe next week, as it nears completion, to take a look at that situation down there. I had the honor of attending the Adams Board annual meeting yesterday at La Malfa, discussing some future services for the county and recognizing some of the award recipients that have served in the community the past year. Had a few calls from some residents in the township. Again, as Mrs. Lucci stated, there's several road closures within Lake County and specifically some of the townships. But the closure of Williams Road prompted some calls regarding the traffic increase on Cascade and some traffic violations as far as speeding and things of that nature. So again, just to remind you, if you are taking a detour, just be cognizant of those residential areas that aren't as heavily traveled, and do your best to adhere to the speed limits and watch for pedestrians. Again, we are working on some additional signage and speed limit signs if they're not posted, as Mrs. Lucci stated earlier. Had a contact with a developer who's working on a residential project on Hoos Road, who is requesting a potential landscape design plan revision. We're going to work with the concert with the trustees and our zoning department to get through that. And then I had a contact with a property owner from Concord who had some zoning requirements as it relates to a business proposition within the township that we're working through. And other than that, just a reminder to everybody to mark their calendars for Community Days, which is August 12th. We're expecting a great turnout and looking forward to that, and sharing some fellowship with residents of the township. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Dondorfer. Yes, first day of spring. The days have been so long lately. I hate to
Summer.
think about summer. I'm sorry.
I know, it goes
All right,
backwards
goes
now.
quick.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
we're losing daylight, but
Yeah.
anyway, yes, first day of summer. Did have some few calls about road repairs. Had someone show up to office hours today asking us to look at different roads. So we have a process in the township of grading and budgets are tight and we don't always have money to hit every road. It's got to be progression. Sometimes things hit our radar and take a season or two to get addressed, but they do get addressed. Had an opportunity to have the JED board, which I sit on, had our quarterly meeting a week ago, and constructive meeting, nothing really new to report. We're continuing to work with the next site, which is the economic development, help driving us thing. Did go to ICSC at the end of May, and we had a lot of interest, and we continue to feel like things are starting to get traction. So that's exciting. I also fielded a lot of phone calls about Cascade or emails. We've had a lot of back and forth. To recap that for those who haven't been keeping up with what's going on, that's an issue that the townships collectively have been working on since March, April. We had our annual report from the Lake County engineer who's required to give a township road update to townships that have occurred in April. We got together with the other communities to pitch to the commissioners some emergency funding for the engineers department to take care of these road closures, and now Concord's on that list of closed roads. Some of those included other communities up until this point. We've made the point about safety, access, and just generally inconvenience to our communities, and that's an important matter. At this point, we are waiting on the Lake County Commissioners to come forward with funding. I did have a meeting last week with one of the commissioners to talk about that. That work is continuing, and I think we're going to see something. But again, it's up to the 3 commissioners to pass that legislation to make that happen. So unfortunately, we sit and wait. Continuing to do some work on the fire station. Had some tours. I hadn't put eyes on it for a while, but I pulled in the parking lot this evening and it's painted.
Yeah.
It's looking really nice. The landscaping's in, it's getting there. I do have a meeting coming up with our owner's rep and one of the principals to talk about finalizing this and sort of tying up some of the loose ends. We're working our way through it, so exciting. Hopefully that opens maybe around Community Day.
Right.
We'll see. That'd be great.
August.
And with that, I'd just like to wish everyone a happy Independence Day, because we will not be together again until after the nation's birthday.
Yeah.
That concludes my report. So moving on to department this evening, Mr. Rose.
Thank you, Mr. McIntosh, members of the board, Mr. Technip, audience, good evening. I'll start by covering a few of the items on the agenda. There are 2. Item A is a purchase order to Eclipse. That is change order number 1. That should be hopefully the only change order. That's in the amount of $11,878.62. The contractor hit a lengthy unexpected delay due to a previously unmarked 8-inch water main. I say previously because it is now a very well-marked 8-inch water main that was cutting through the project area. And it took quite a bit of work because it was in the way, so they sealed it, did their stuff, and then put it all back together. Item B is a purchase order for the repair to the Cat 313 excavator. That is to replace the electronic control module. And if anybody's ever had to replace the brain in their car, they know what this is. It's an expensive electronic part. So that's what that's for, to get that back on the road. A couple other things I'd like to cover. On June 14th, 2023, I accepted on behalf of the Concord Township Board of Trustees the resignation of both Matt Senyas and Melanie Senyas, effective June 14th. We'd like to thank them for their service to the township, and we wish them well in their future endeavors. As mentioned, the waterline project continues moving forward. That is the Auburn Road between Southwick and Ravenna, and Girdle Road between Auburn and Hermitage. The surveyors should be done this week. Then all that data will get turned over to the civil engineers for the appropriate design drawings. I had a good conversation with the county engineer's office today, specifically Mrs. Sakowitz, the Deputy County Engineer. We talked about Proudy Road. It's progressing nicely on schedule. They're done with the crossover work, so there's one lane of two-way traffic with flaggers, so you can traverse. And when this contractor has made arrangements with the sheriff's office, so when they're in a difficult section of the road and they might be doing some widening, they're having the sheriff come and assist with the traffic control to ensure everything's smooth and safe. But that project continues to move along smartly, so we're happy to hear that. And they've been blessed with some fantastic weather, so that worked out well. And then finally, I think it's been mentioned, but tomorrow the concert series continues, and it's the Chardon Polka Band. So look forward to seeing everybody out there, and happy 4th of July, because we meet again the day after.
Yeah.
So that concludes my report. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Rose. Audience? Hearing none. Old business? Seeing none. We'll hop right into the new business. 2 votes this evening.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve purchase order to Eclipse Company LLC for Auburn Road Sanitary Project Change Order Number 1 in the amount of $11,878.62.
I will second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3 ayes.
Mr. Chairman, I will make a motion to approve the Service Department PO to Ohio Cat in the amount of $7,269.06 for repairs to the Cat 313 excavator.
I'll second.
Discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
3 ayes. All right, so that wraps it up. Future meetings and announcements.
On June 26th at 3 p.m., a staff meeting will be held at Town Hall. On June 3rd, Town Hall will be closed for the trustees' designated holiday. On July 4th, Town Hall will be closed in observance of the 4th of July holiday. And on July 5th, from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m., trustee office hours will be held in the conference room. And at 7:30 p.m. on July 5th, the trustee meeting will be held at Town Hall.
All right, thank you. And with that, we will adjourn.
Good evening.
Thank you.